How's it going?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you?
I'm well, thanks.
Good,
Hello,
good.
friends out there.
Yeah, we got some crafty friends. Shalana's popped in tonight. Haven't seen her
Hey,
for a while.
Shalana.
Pam, Sandy. Oh, hey, Christy. Christy's popped in. Bria popped in right away. Welcome, you guys. Welcome to Men of Monroe on Wednesdays. I'm not in my hotel room, so.
And I didn't leave you alone this week.
Right. It went pretty good. I actually had a decent setup. Like I had the little, what do you call those things again? I have a onesie stick for the phone.
Oh yeah, like a photo stick?
Yeah, a photo stick. Like one where it has you push the remote and it'll take the picture.
Yeah.
So I actually had that set up last week, and it actually worked out better than the trash can. So, and it traveled pretty good. So yeah.
Nice.
So the lighting wasn't the best. And then, I got my partner was like, could you have at least done your hair and not had a stretched out t-shirt?
Hey, you're traveling, you're multitasking, you had a big week going on at work. So,
well, and it was pool day that day. So we were in the pool for like half to 3/4 of the day doing pool training for this flight attendant training stuff. And I got back, I took a nap, and I just started turning stuff on. I didn't even think to look at my hair, but that's all right. Somebody even commented, I can't remember who it was. I should have looked at the name, but, oh, hey, Brandon, welcome. Somebody even commented, oh, look, you're so cute without your hat.
That's one good thing is I never have to worry about having a bad hair day.
Yeah, exactly. I did that once when I was still doing hair and owned my shop. I lost a bet with my staff. It was like some incentive. You guys sell this much, and you can do whatever you want with my hair. As soon as I opened my mouth, I realized I probably shouldn't have said that because they're going to shave it. And they did, which was fine. It actually was fine. That was the first and last time I ever shaved it completely bald, but so yeah. Well, hey, we got some cool stuff to do this evening.
We sure do. We're taking a trip back in time to the 80s, paying homage to boom boxes and remote controls, and yeah.
Did you have a boombox? I mean, we all had a boombox, right?
Oh yeah. Definitely.
Yeah.
I had a boombox. I wasn't one of those kids that walked around with it like, on my shoulder because I was too much of a nerd, but Yeah.
But I had the double cassette, and then I had the one that had the disc player on the top, and
yeah.
Like I remember, I think I got it for Christmas one year. That was like the one and only thing. It had to be the black boombox with the double cassette and the CD player combo thing. Yeah, this one doesn't have. This is old school. This one's like just cassette player, kind of old school. But yeah,
it is. Yeah, but it's a lot of fun. I had fun with it last year when it was released, and so it's fun to be playing with it again.
Yeah, they will see though as we open this up. There's a lot of little pieces to this one, so
there sure is. Yeah. Before we go down, though, just want to say hello to some newcomers. Hello, Sandy and Melissa, and Penny. Hello, Penny and Andrea. I think that covers us. Nice, and Bree. Can't forget Bree.
Yep. I'm an '80s girl. Yep. So am I, Melissa. Total 80s guy here. That was junior high and high school for me. So
yep. So Sandy, funny story. You said cue John Cusack say anything boombox scene. I actually made that boombox last year using this die set, and I had like music notes coming off of it, and then I had a little music quote saying "in your eyes." So I made that.
Is that posted on any of your socials that I can go back and search that?
Yeah, it's on Instagram. Okay. Yeah, I'll have to remember to share it. Yeah,
I'm gonna have to go search that out. Oh, hey, Cordelia and Connie. Cordelia, look, I've got a video coming up in the next 2 weeks that is using your stash stuff you gave me, and I'm calling her out. So that's Cordelia, follows me on Facebook. Cordelia is not far from me, so she lives close.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so it's kind of fun. Well, should we head down to the down cam?
let's go ahead and do it.
All right.
Gonna move my overhead out of the way so it's not too bright.
I'll
There
go
we
wide.
go.
I kind of like this wide angle. 2 squares seem. I think I like this better than this.
There we go. Yeah, so as Shawn said, we have a really fun bundle for you tonight that we'll be using. Shawn, do you want to walk through it or do you want me to?
Sure, I can do it if you want.
Okay, yeah.
Kind of some cool stuff. We're going a little retro and back to the 80s. So first and foremost, we're starting out with the Rainbow Boombox dies. This is kind of one put together. Here's all the little pieces that come with it. So you gotta love die cutting and little intricate stuff on this one. So this one's fun, just a puzzle piece together. Then we are pairing this with the Remote King stamp and die set. So you're going to get both the stamps and dies with this one. And we just thought this pairs well with that whole 80s things that we used to have as kids and stuff. So we thought our challenge was to pair the boombox and the remote together and what we could do with it. So that was our little challenge on this one. Then we are doing the orange glow paper. We just thought this would be a good one. I think, we had made our samples in Flower Power. When we put the bundle out, we decided orange glow. So you're going to see Flower Power here, but we're going to go orange glow this evening. But you can use anything you want, to be honest. And my orange glow has been well loved. There's not a whole lot left of it. And then we are throwing in some awesome consumables. I think I might have said this last week or the week before. I am completely addicted to these glazes and glitters and stuff. So this is the Galaxy Glitter Glaze. And then we're putting the Chroma Glaze Red with that one. And then let me see if I'm missing anything on my list here. The glazes, the paper pad, 15% off of this package. So this is going to total to $63.69. However, 2 incentives here. You're going to get a free pack of 10 card bases. If you're a subscriber, you're going to get an additional 15% off of that. So I would, if you're not a subscriber, subscribe and get another 15% off. Really, really great deal.
Yeah.
So that's our pack for this evening.
Yeah. And I don't have my my demo card to share because we made them several weeks back, almost a month ago now, I think. And when we moved it, because we were asked to do something else, I said, I thought, I'm gonna put it here so it's safe. And I can't remember where there is. So I can't find my card. So you'll see mine at the end tonight.
This is mine. As you can see, it's got Flower Power, but we're gonna go orange glow this evening. Same concept, same kind of feel. So orange glow is coming in your pack for tonight. So and I didn't prep anything except for some die cutting. So I'm gonna probably start with my ink blending and my glazes. Let that dry as I die cut and assemble.
Okay.
I thought we'll just wing it this evening. I'm packing, and you know what? Funny story about your card. I actually, because my craft room's all packed except for my Brutus Monroe stuff right now to move next week, and I went to get out the card this morning and couldn't find mine, and realized I had packed it in my box of stuff to mail already to mail our cards in. So I had to go digging up mine. I knew where I put it. I just forgot to keep it up for the live.
Oh, funny. Well, at least you can remember. That's a good thing. But I think I might be a few years older than you, so I'm just going to blame it on age.
Right.
Hi, Candi. Nice to see you. Hello, Ellen. Hello, T.
Kate popped in.
Yeah.
Hello,
nice.
T. I can't forget to. She'll call me out. So hey, T. Welcome, you guys. Welcome, Candi.
So we're Shawn. Oh, go ahead.
Sorry. You can't hardly see it on this one, so I'm modifying mine I gotta zoom out a little bit. I did rainbow on the back of mine, but because so much of this covers it, I'm just doing 2 colors tonight. I'm gonna do orange and yellow because you can't see the rainbow anyway. Just enough to get ink around those edges, really. So
yeah. Nice. Where Shawn did some die cutting to get ready in advance, I cut all of my paper and I just went ahead and did my glazes as well so that I wasn't spending a lot of time drying like I did the week prior to last. So all I did is I just used a palette knife, spread some of the red chroma glaze on some of the white cardstock. That's nice and dry now, ready for die cutting. I cut my orange glow paper that I'm going to use. I love this really funky kind of like, wavy cube background. And all I did is I just used a paintbrush and brushed some of the glitter glaze onto it. So that's all set. And then I brushed some glitter glaze onto my black cardstock for making the base of my boom box. So that's what I did to get ready. But I'll have a lot of die cutting ahead of me.
I have a little die cutting left, but I saved the easy stuff because I figured they'll see as we start assembling. There's some little tiny pieces on here, so
oh yes,
get your zone if you're looking for something to do. This is the card to kind of die cut out, and assemble like the couch or something too, because of the little pieces. I did this with mine. I don't know what you do with your stuff. I have an old muffin tin, and I sorted everything out. It's just one of those die cuts. You gotta sort your pieces.
That is a great idea.
Little old muffin tin.
Yeah. When I die cut in advance, I have just a like tray that I ordered mostly for like when I'm watercoloring or mixing things. But I'll just throw die cut pieces in there as well if there's no liquids in it.
Right. Somebody asked what I'm using. Pam's asking, what am I using for cardstock for blending? And are your pads inked well? Mine never seem to go on that well unless overly saturated. I'm thinking I might need re-inkers. I'm using the Brutus Monroe. Oh, that's my phone book. I'm just using the Brutus Monroe card bases. And then I'm using just the oxides. I haven't actually re-inked these since I bought them, but I've not really started using these a ton and probably until the last 3-4 months. So, and I've had them for a couple years. So, yeah, I've never re-inked them, to be honest, yet. But I loaded the brush up a lot. So I really loaded that up just to help my blending, if that helps.
Hi, Karen. Thanks for joining.
Yes, Candi. I know next week I will be in your time zone. So, and I'll be practically neighbors to Sandy. So her and I will be just kind of down the road from each other almost.
That's awesome.
I know. It'll be kind of fun. We've already got some crafty nights planned. Well, I should say Sandy's got the crafty nights planned already. Oh yes, Candi, thank you. Perfect blend. I couldn't think of the name off the top of my head. I just took the remote keys off of this set on a block, and I'm just creating my own basically pattern paper with this for the background. No, just stamping. I don't care if they're upside down, sideways, how they're laying. I'm just doing kind of a random all over.
Pam asked if you're using the flat or domed foam pads.
I have both, and I have flat on these, but I have both.
Yeah, I have both too. Do you have a preference?
I just bought the domed ones, and I'm still kind of I'll be honest right now, if you were to ask me that question, I'll say flat because that's all I've ever used. I've used the domes a couple times, and I feel like I need to just play a little bit more.
Okay. Yeah, I use both. But I find that I really like the domed for like ink blending, especially if I'm using oxide inks. They just glide right on with those domes.
Yeah, because I did get. You can see I think once or twice I've used them so far. I like them. What I like about them is that the edge, especially if I'm just going around the edge like this, I like the domes better for sure. If I'm just edging stuff,
Yeah.
All right. I know, Cordelia, we didn't even get to do another lunch or anything. I'll be back, though, a ton, Cordelia. So when I'm in town, I'll be able to work from home some and come back home for a couple weeks at a time back here. So we will, she's like, sad to see me moving.
Oh. Yeah.
Sorry, I got to yell at the dog here. Let me put this on mute. He's starting to growl.
Uh-oh. Still see his friend outside?
Yes.
Yeah, agreed, Candi. It definitely is less blotchy. Yep.
I was telling, just so everybody's aware, I was telling Walter before we started, the dog was barking, and the neighbor has a new dog, and she's out in the front yard gardening with the dog. And of course, Charlie's like, new friend, new friend, new friend. All right, I've inked this. I have stamped it. Now I'm just taking my Galaxy, and I'm just going to smear this without pushing too much and smearing my ink over this whole card base. And just remember, the stress, once they are wet, they activate, so try not to push too much. And that's it on that. Yeah, I agree, Candi. I feel like the couple times I've used it, I did feel like it was a little less blotchy for me because I feel the edges of those straight ones catch, and that's where I get the little lines and the blotchiness on those straight, the flat ones. Just start this drying a little bit here, I think.
Hope everyone is having a good week so far. Nice that we're coming into a holiday weekend. Hopefully everyone gets to enjoy some time off and maybe even get some crafting time in. That's definitely my plan.
I feel like these holiday weekends like this pop up so fast. Like time flies, and all of a sudden it's that long holiday weekend. It just seems like they creep up.
I mean, I am still in shock that we're almost at the end of May. It felt like the holidays, like Christmas and New Year, were just like a month or two ago.
I know, exactly. Pam is in her craft room. She said at the beginning she was going to get out. She's got this die set. She was going to craft along. So,
nice.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot to mention that at the beginning. I mentioned it last week as well. So Walter and I have created a new hashtag. If you hashtag Men of Brutus Monroe Wednesdays, and post anything and everything that inspires you, that you want to use, that you've used, or you saw a card and you're recreating it. We would love to see what you guys are creating with some of these ideas, or just the products you bought from the pack and you did something else. We'd love to see that. And then we've also put in the description now. If you go scroll all the way down in the description, we've added our entire design team's links to their socials, whether they're on YouTube, Instagram, all that. I don't think I did the Facebook ones in there yet, because our team's just kicking out some amazing Brutus Monroe stuff, and we just thought you guys got to go. If you're not following them, go seek them out and give them a good old follow, because they're putting out some really nice stuff.
Absolutely. I mean, I am constantly wowed by our team.
Mm-hmm. Totally. And what I like is we've got some that are primarily scrapbookers and some more mixed media stuff. And there's a good cross section of stuff being put out with this stuff. Oh, thank you, Melissa. Yes, Men of Monroe Wednesdays. of how to use these. I mean, we've got Misty and stuff that does all the scrapbooking, and Dana that would take this same packet and put something out totally different.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I love the projects that Dana creates. I mean, she just whips up some magic.
Oh, she does. Yep. Their combos of some of these papers and stuff, I just am blown away.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, and as a matter of fact, I don't know if you saw Shalana's card today, another using the portrait cards, just absolutely gorgeous.
I have not seen that yet. And she's put out some, is that, maybe I did. Is that the one with the strings going across it? No.
I think there are strings going across it. You're right. Yeah.
Yeah, she's done some really awesome stuff with those papers.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. I'm just going around the edge and tapping in, and then I'm going to use my finger to smooth this out just a little bit. The red chroma glaze just as a little border around the edge of this.
Oh, really, Candi? That surprises me because you are so good about using everything.
I'm a little surprised with that, actually. Yeah. How about the die set, Candi? Have you used the die set yet? Because usually something comes out, she's creating something with it right away.
Yeah, I do remember Candi using the boombox last year.
Okay. All right. Clean this up before I smear something all over.
I agree, Melissa. I love us too. And I also loved your Winnie the Pooh card that you shared today. That was absolutely adorable. But yes, it's really a fabulous team.
I haven't been on the socials too much today with work and then getting ready for this, so I got to go on tonight and check out. It's hard to keep up because our team's putting out so much. It's hard to keep up. Especially in our little chat thing with everybody posting for their weekly stuff. I can't keep up.
Yep. Oh, no problem, Christy. For you, sure. We'll go ahead and start over. Absolutely.
Yes.
Anything for you, Christy.
All right. We're going to set that aside to start drying. And we're going to get my remote control done.
Yeah, Ellen, it is really, really a detailed set. Definitely. I mean, what I love about it is there are so many, like, sure, that it's going to look the same, but like the possibilities are endless with what you can create using it. Like my card tonight is very different than the card I made with it last year. So yeah. Hi, Nikki. Nice to see you.
Hello, hello. Yeah, and both of these sets have a decent amount. I mean, there's a lot of pieces to the stamp, as well as the die set.
Yep. And uh-oh. I lost. Did I lose? There's one.
And I'm going to zoom out a little bit again. There we go. I'm going the simple way on my remote. I'm just embossing this with Raven and die cutting that out, and that's it for that one. No coloring or anything. I'm just putting it on the paper.
My goodness, time goes by really quick when we are creating like this. It's already 25 after.
I know. Penny's put in there your. I'll have to go back now and look at this again. She put in the link to your boombox card from last year.
Oh, Penny, you're the best. Thank you.
That is some quick searching right there.
Yeah. She is quick on the draw, that Penny.
All right. I'm going to do some Raven.
Oh, that's awesome, Candi. Nice.
Oh, I think it's been too long. I think she had said she hadn't seen long time, like couple years long time, I thought she had said that she's seen her daughter. So that's awesome.
Aww.
My mother is in the process of moving, and now she has decided to move to Minnesota to be closer to where I'm going to be. So she is poor thing. She's been searching for a house for a long time, and she just can't find anything in her price range that's not like, a total dive that needs too much work. And so she's called me the other night. She's now getting to the upset point, I think.
Oh.
I feel bad because I'm like, it's just, it's the towns are a little bit different than Montana, right? So she's not going to find these beautiful mountain homes back, in Minnesota.
Yep.
All right. Not quite 2 years. Wow. I think that's probably been like me and my mom.
Aww.
Do you live? I know Brenda's always on here. Do you and Brenda live close to each other?
About an hour and a half away.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah. Yep. And Bree, who pops on here, is Brenda's daughter, my niece.
Oh, got it.
Yeah.
I think I knew that from the very beginning.
Yeah. And every so often, my other sister, Amanda, pops on too. So yeah, we like the three of us we like, text and chat like pretty much daily.
Oh, nice.
So,
nice.
Yeah. Nice and close.
All right, I'm going to stand up for this. This die is not perfectly square if you get it and look at it. One end is the top is just slightly rounded on the remote. Just so you know.
Oh, wow, Sandy, that is quick. Sold in 3 days.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's part of it. Inventory is not the greatest right now, and I think it's her price range a little bit too,
Yeah.
Which is understandable.
Oh, yeah. I mean, things are not cheap.
No, they are not. All right. One thing completed, at least. I will say, I've had, assembling the boombox, which I'm about to do, I keep having to reference that picture because of all the pieces of where they go.
Oh, yeah. I have the picture right in front of me. Same thing. Yep. That's what is really convenient about it, is having that picture right there.
Exactly. Because there's a lot of little pieces to try to figure out where they go,
Yeah.
All right, we'll start tacking mine together here. All right.
Oh, let's see. I need to cut out some.
I did more rainbowy stuff on this one, but I decided to go a little more glammy on the one for tonight.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, just for a little something, just a little sparkle.
Yeah. Well, Christy, look at you with that big string of hellos.
Oh, jeez. Just got to catch up.
Yeah.
All right. I'm catching up on the comments here. Well, happy birthday to the son on Sunday. Full on teenage right there.
Ellen wants to know if you know the Muffin Man.
I was just going to answer that. I do, Ellen. You got to know the Muffin Man to get these free gifts with purchase like this. Anytime I hear that, I think of Shrek now.
I know. Oh, such a funny movie.
Yes. With that little high-pitched voice. Do you know the Muffin Man? Oh boy, she's now naming it too. The Manly Made Minute Muffin Man.
Let me know, Sandy, if this is better. I pulled it down closer. Just know though that I'm doing like my own version of it, that it's not gonna look exactly like the one on the picture. But it gives you still a good idea.
That's what's fun about sets like this too, is that you can just do so many variations with this to depending on, I mean, rainbow for pride, you could do anything with these.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Ellen, I am right there with you. I love Adam Lambert, and him singing "Do You Know the Muffin Man" to the tune of
Yeah.
"Believe" by Cher was amazing.
Yes.
I mean, talk about a powerful voice. He just, whew.
I miss characters. Like, I like the old SNL people.
Oh, yeah.
Like, all of them were just so, I mean, there's some good ones now, but it's not like what it used to be with the characters and stuff, you know?
Oh, no, absolutely. Totally agree with you on that. Okay. And I'm going to cut this.
Oh, we've got share going on. We've got something with the gumdrop button that I missed. All right, I gotta look at my picture. I used, actually, for a lot of these little pieces, I used a lot of my little scraps off of my orange little paper too, rather than just like straight old, colored cardstock.
Oh, yeah, great idea.
Like a great scrap buster kind of one, you know?
Mm-hmm. And if you are making something on your own and you happen to have the Flower Power paper pad, it has disco balls in it. So just saying, you can always add a disco ball in if you're using the other pad.
Disco ball, lots of rainbows in there too.
Yep, absolutely.
I haven't seen Pam check in. Pam, are you still with us in the craft room? Are you getting something put together? We've lost her deep down into her craft room. She's probably standing in front of the die cutting machine. That's one thing I never did with my boombox. Like, I never decorated it. Did you decorate yours? Like, did you put stickers and stuff on it?
I did not. No.
Yeah, I didn't either.
Didn't decorate that. Didn't decorate my my Walkman or my Discman.
Yeah, same. But seeing this, like, I wish I would have covered it in like contact paper or something. Like, decorate it like this. Now that I'm seeing, my mother probably would have killed me though. She probably would have been like, "I spent so much money on that for your Christmas present." I can just hear it now. Everything had to be so particular. Like, she taught me well at taking care of my stuff, and you work hard for your stuff, and so she taught me well there.
Yeah. Yep. That's hysterical. I think we can all relate to that mom voice.
Oh, she totally would have. She would have been devastated if I would have decorated it too much. I feel like I'm missing a little piece on this one, but all right. And this tiny little thing in the middle. Good grief. Can barely see it. Jewel picker for sure on some of these little bitsy things.
Oh, yeah.
Are you feeling better from last week? I know you got like kind of crazy stuff.
Yeah, I am. Thank you. I have really bad seasonal allergies, pretty much all pollens, all outdoor stuff. So my allergist basically said from like late March until the first frost in the fall, I'm going to be dealing with something. But the tree pollen, which is right now, is my worst. And I had such a sinus headache last week that I knew I wouldn't be able to focus. And honestly, all I wanted to do was like close my eyes. So I apologize for missing the live, but just know that it was for a good reason.
Oh, yeah. No apologies at all. Didn't spread these out the best.
This past Sunday, I was at a craft market, and I was a vendor, and it was great. But I had doubled up on my allergy medication that morning, and I still came home with such a headache that I ended up missing Crafting Live with Melissa, Christy, and Francie on Sunday night because I was like, I can't do it.
And is it more pollens and things that gets you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. And, I've had sinus issues since I was a kid, and they just seem to get worse as I get older.
Right.
And so, yeah, now I get to sound like, the older folks talking about their ailments. And
yeah, right.
I used to roll my eyes when my mom or dad would talk about things like that, and now I'm no longer rolling my eyes.
Well, we used to think, they were so old, and that stuff only happens to the old people, and then it's like, man, oh man, does it creep up on you?
Oh, really quickly. Oh, hey, Jim. Nice to see you.
Oh, Mr. Jim Eber. I haven't gone live on my other channels for a while, so I haven't seen some of you people for so long. Welcome. welcome, everyone. Who are you calling old? That was the host. I'm assuming that was Penny.
Penny,
just called us out right now. Our hands are here. We are not typing, so that's got to be the third person in the hiding in the corner.
And believe me, I have reached the 50 plus club, so I call myself old now.
I'm right there. I'm just past that 50, so.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. I was going to say I'm lucky. I got my mother's side of genes where we have really great skin and very little wrinkles till you start really, really aging, and then it creeps up on you really fast. But by that point, then you don't really care anyway. But my training I was at this past week, of course, that conversation always comes up of, oh, how old are you? And how old are you? And I had to laugh because the instructors just thought I was much, much younger than what I actually am. And they didn't. I had to actually get my license out. They didn't believe me.
That's funny. People generally don't believe Walter is disconcerted. It is when you realize you were the
when you were the elder.
Yes. That happened to me on Sunday. I was chatting with one of the other vendors, and I was saying about being older, and she was like, oh, like, what are you, like in your late 30s, early 40s? And I was like, bless you. Add 10 years onto that.
Hey, I will take it. Like, I know I've got the younger skin and stuff, and I'll take it as long as I can.
Mm-hmm.
If I get carded, it don't bother me a bit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and 40 didn't. Who is that? I'm going to be 40 in August, but everyone that thinks I look younger. Yeah, and 40 didn't bother me actually. Either did 50, to be honest. It's just an age, but I didn't, because everyone's like, oh, once you hit 40, and I was like, it just didn't faze me really. It felt weird to say you're like in your 40s and over, but.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, similar to you, 40 didn't bother me. 50 was the first time I had kind of the tough realization set in that I'm no longer, one of the cool kids.
Well, I think for me, it was just because my body was starting to catch up to it. Things were starting to hurt more and couldn't do stuff as much as, used to. As when once I hit 50, I was starting to feel that was catching up. But I mean, my mother still reminds me every birthday about, I think I said this before, but, remember you're born on a rainy day on a Monday and your diaper rash. And I get, 50 years, she keeps reminding me.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Nikki. I agree with Ellen, though. It is that it's your joyful, as your name, as your username indicates, it's your joyful disposition. Makes you young.
Yep.
Well, hey, hello. Thanks for joining. Nice to see you, my friend.
A little bit of fussy cutting here before I start assembling everything. All of his paper pads, I end up fussy cutting so much because there's just such great designs on them. It's like, can't resist it.
Oh, yeah.
All right, we'll do one more, I think, of the bigger petal one here.
Did the middle pink piece have a hole for the cassette to show through? Where did I put my dies?
I gotta look at mine now.
So Pam, here's what I did. I actually cut that piece, which is like the remember that you'd press the button and that plastic piece would open up to put the tape in. So I usually cut that with vellum so that it looks like it's clear plastic and covering up the tape. I hope that helps.
Yeah, and I think because I can't figure out these pieces in here, I don't see them in here, but it's in the picture. So if you look at this really close, these little pieces right here that you used to put the pencil in and a pen in and rewind them.
Oh, yeah.
I don't see those in the die, so I just have never placed it. I placed the little middle thing in the middle, but the two little windy things, I think maybe Ellen's talking about too. I haven't been able to figure out that. I don't think they're in my die, so I've just never put them on. So you can kind of see I just left them out on mine.
Yeah, I actually didn't put them in. I purely did the black cutout of the cassette tape just to make it look like there's a tape there.
I like that vellum flippy idea, though. It's like the cover. The plastic cover is what you did.
Yeah. Yep.
I like that.
Well, Ellen says that you are killing that fussy cutting.
Well, I have never fussy cut so much since I started working with the Brutus Monroe papers. So, a good spring-loaded scissors. I like these Fiskars that have the little spring-loaded one on them. They just are so better on the hand and wrist.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I hear you. Those smaller detail scissors can give you a run for your money, but
like they don't have the thumb holes, you know.
Yeah, and my fingers are really, they're chubby. I'm going to be honest. My fingers are chubby, so they don't fit into those small holes so easily.
Yeah, I hear you.
Oh, thanks, Kate. Yeah, just something different and fun.
So I am just using some floral die cuts that I have to do my sentiment, and I'm cutting one in orange, just a scrap piece of orange, and then I'm cutting the back out of a piece of the scrap from my paper pad.
Jan is asking if your scissors are serrated or just non-stick.
Just non-stick. Yep, no serrated on these. I have the Tim Holtz 7-inch ones that are serrated, but these Fiskars are not. These are the fine tip Fiskars or something they're called. That one.
Oh, thanks for sharing that, Penny. Yeah, Penny put up a link with additional examples of the boombox.
Oh, cool. Yeah, there's so many variations you could do with it. Like just unlimited with this die set. There's so many layers to it. All right, what did I do? I did King of the Remote. I think if it fits, I might do a dad one on this one, I think. We're just going to go best dad.
And that's the great thing. I mean, I know that people often think that, or some people think that masculine cards can be really difficult. And I mean, here you go. Here's a really easy card that any dad will relate to.
Yeah, because this really doesn't have, I mean, because I think people think too many times in the, everybody talks about florals and stuff, right, for masculine and not having them, but it doesn't, this is basically not feminine, not masculine, and you could make it any color to match. You could make this plaid. If your dad loves plaid and wears a plaid shirt all the time, you could just give this a plaid theme,
Absolutely. And Brutus Monroe has plaid papers to help out with that too.
Exactly. Yeah, I mean, you could make it look like a black boombox. You could make it, what's their favorite pattern or color. Could make it a solid color.
And heck, this remote control makes a great accessory. You could end up using like the larger Winnie the Pooh stencil out Pooh, cut out a remote control, and have Winnie holding the remote control.
Oh, totally. Yeah, totally. I used the back of the packaging where they have always the samples. It's not letting it go to waste, right? So I use that for my background of my sentiment.
Nice.
I have to tell you, so I've been packing and I've been saving a lot of the craft paper stuff that you like. And so I save some because I'm like, okay, I can do this to pack my stuff, and then I have some mixed media paper stuff when I unpack to use when I get to the new place to craft with. So I'm like, this is like dual purpose right here.
There you go. And it doesn't even matter if it gets wrinkled, because if you're doing something, I wrinkle it up so much in my designs. So.
Oh, exactly. All right. I had thread my remote through the handle. I did over the handle so I could have more of the remote showing. And then I put it in this corner, and then I wanted some hanging out of this corner so I could just, on my card, visually, I could see more hanging out. And then I just went through, once I get it in place, kind of hold it, and I just glued this down to keep these tacked together. And then all of this gets popped up on dimensionals, of course, because I can't not have dimensionals. I just can't. All right. Still a little wet. I'm going to just give this a little blast of some heat so it's not dry that just a tiny bit. And then I'm using the phone book for my base. Just going bright yellow. All right, just to remind you all, this is 15% off this evening. If you buy it tonight, you'll get the 10-pack of card bases for free. It comes to $63.69. If you're a subscriber, you're going to get another 15% off of this package, off of that $63.69. So really great deal. You're getting the rainbow die boombox, the orange little paper pad, that remote king, that one, stamp and die set, the galaxy glitter glaze, the red chroma glaze. So good package. Lots of product to play with, actually, on this one.
There is.
All right, see if I can tack this down without smushing my wet pieces here. And I think he's got some great free incentive stamps and stuff going on right now through the weekend. I saw it in the packing live earlier. So
awesome.
Yeah. Well, welcome, Miss Heather Collins.
Hello, Heather.
Jana, we were actually, yes, we were saying that at the beginning that we're all 80s kids here. So I remember getting mine as this will age you. Did you or did you not, Jana, have a disc CD player on yours? I had the one with the dual cassette and the disc player on top. I remember, I think it was literally the only thing on my Christmas list so that my mom couldn't like not get it for me. And I was so proud of that thing. Yeah, so this is like bringing us back to our this is junior high for me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, same here. Did you sit and like try to record songs off the radio?
Oh yeah.
Me
Because
too.
we didn't have a lot of money growing up, right? So like
Mhm.
I had to be creative, and like you always did mixed dub tapes for everybody, or traded, and like I'd get theirs to get to record at home and bring it back, and like totally like the top 40 off the radio. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Yep. And unfortunately for me, what would happen is my sister Brenda would like wait until she knew I was recording a song, and she would pop her head in my bedroom and yell something. So then I'd have to stop it
Of
and
course.
rewind and wait for the next time, like, for it to come on the radio to record it again.
Didn't we talk about this a couple times ago? Like you were like the goody two shoe one, and she was like the rebel and the.
I was definitely the nerd. Brenda was a good kid. It was our younger sister Amanda who was really the rebel.
Would it just like make you so mad if they'd come in and like ruin the tape?
Oh yeah. Yep.
Oh, I'd be so mad.
Absolutely.
I had the pocket transistor radio with a wrist strap.
Oh.
Jim has his old cassettes. He's converted them to digital format.
Oh, nice.
I'm liking the color combo on my one for tonight actually a lot. I mean, I like this one too, but I'm liking this little combo going on here. Melissa, I can pretend and try. Heather, I'm older. My first just had no CD player. I had an 8-track and record player. Oh, you're little. Yeah, I didn't have the 8-track. I remember playing. I hate to say this. I remember playing with my mom's 8-tracks.
Same here.
I'm gonna get a text afterwards. How dare you?
Oh yeah, and I had a bunch of 45s too.
Oh, I do remember the 45s. And you had to do that little thing in the middle, the adapter in the middle.
I missed something. I'm not quite sure what Melissa's referring to. Oh, gotcha. HC.
Oh, yeah. So on my sample card, I had put some stuff, because we used a different paper, I'd put some stuff in the background. And instead of putting it on the background and laying this over top, because I lost a lot of it, this time, that's why I fussy cut out some of these flowers, just to put them in after the fact, just to put them up in the corners with this different paper, because I lost half of what I put up there the last time. So throw a couple of these in the corners, I think. Oh, come on. Now are you serious, Kate? With the tubes, that's too old. No. Unless I'm misinterpreting what that means. Ooh, Sesame Street on 45s. I bet you do you still have it? I bet you that's probably worth some money right now.
Oh yeah.
think I'm just going to keep that all up in that corner, I think. Actually, we're going to do one more since I have the time really quick. Cut one more of these out. Make that a little more even.
Yeah, I see that we are at about 9 and we're both still working, so I'm not too worried. And I think we're both close to being done.
Yeah, I got one more fussy cut flower to put on and I think I'm done and ready.
Boy, am I glad that I did that prep work and I what do you call it? Did the glazes and the drying ahead of time, because I'd really be running behind if I hadn't.
There's just so many little cuts, like little things on this one. I like this one though. Like if you got a different theme to go with and you can't decide, this one you could make out of any theme. Really, just any theme.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
This would be a one to use for like a, I know you and I both are on some card hops. Like this would be, you know, like I just did a sunshine one today. Like I could have did this with sunshine and just all yellow and oranges and like this, you know, I can make anything off of this one.
Yep.
Now I feel like doing this.
Oh, Pam, I'm still die cutting too. I'm right there with you. I just die cut out my remotes. Then I just have to, I should change out my centers because that's where my sentiment is, but I am close to being done.
Well, she's alive at least. We know that. We need to do a prerequisite. You need to check in with us every now and then so we know we didn't lose you.
Oh, Melissa, Rick Springfield. Brenda loves Rick Springfield.
Oh, yeah. All right, I'm comparing. Man, I think I am done.
Nice.
I'll zoom in on this one. So this was my very first example. I went a little darker. I went more intense on the chroma glaze on this one, and I knew that. So going into this one, I just wanted it a little bit lighter and not as much. So that's why I just did a little bit more of a framey kind of one this time. But this is my my other one. This is with the orange glow paper, which is in our pack for tonight. This one is with the flower power, but orange glow is in your pack for tonight. And all of these pieces here were your orange glow. And then the Remote King stamp and stuff in the background there for just a random pattern. I can't even, now that, like, I'm just trying to remember. I have to go look at the advertisement, but I can't remember what your first one looked like.
Oh, well, I'm basically, it looked just like this. I am assembling now, but it had the radio behind, and then I have the 2 remotes kind of elevated over it. And instead of holding everyone hostage, I will stamp out my buttons and include them in the final card that I post of this, but you'll get the general idea once I just get this foam tape backing off and get this one angled the right way. There we go.
Is that the red chroma glaze around the edge, or is that paper?
Yep. So that that's paper. That is our holly paper, I believe. Oh, yeah. And then I have the orange glow with the glitter on it. I have the boom box in the middle, and then the 2 remote controls. And what I'm going to do, and before I post the card, is I'm going to stamp out the buttons that say Happy Father's Day and put them onto each of the remotes, and then the card will be complete.
Cool.
But just a really fun, masculine, Father's Day card, and nice and easy.
Yeah. I mean, it's just a little intricate of die cutting. I think that's why we prepped. For me, it was more prep time than it was for me to assemble, really.
Yeah.
Hence Pam still die cutting.
Poor Pam.
Yeah. All right. There's our 2 cards. Oh, thank you, Brenda. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
So, yeah, this is your Remote King orange glow paper, and your official name of this one is the Rainbow Boombox Dies for your package for tonight. So, thank you all. We'll go back to the face here.
Yeah.
Finish up. Well, thank you all so very much for hanging with us. You guys have been awesome as always. Hopefully this gives you some inspiration. Don't forget, hashtag Men of Monroe Wednesdays. Walter and I want to see what you guys are creating. So just be sure to hashtag that so we can follow along. If it's even just using the product and not the card, we'll take it. We just want to see what you guys are creating, and hopefully you guys are getting some of these packs to play with. So.
Yeah. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next week. We're going to have some fun there, matey, next week.
Oi, yes, yes, we are, my friend. If I had my little parrot, I'd have him talking here for me.
Shiver me timbers, or
Yes.
I'll embarrass myself and tell you. So you're probably getting the pirate theme for next week. And my favorite pirate joke is, how much did the pirate sell his corn for?
I don't know.
A buccaneer.
Oh my god. Oh, okay, now I'm gonna have to Google some good pirate dad jokes for next week.
I just hope I don't scare people away with them.
Yeah, right. All right, you guys. Thank you so very much. We will see you all